Well, here we are. The Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot. It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years. Anyone flying the star lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you. I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's going to find us here.
You have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the Smuggler's Moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Dawachosingu poindorakawa ichirendu momoparama kawana abawasi. Yukroren man mapusiti indolara.
Honta no saka, jita bedwana maticha, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupa naret atamakcha.
Taranamo sibu indasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha, bomababe wanto susintu mukarata, tu esfrektonatada ber mabar chokto, torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Request. If KOTOR's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimorota kamsa. Javaskobo sabjo, richiso karvenokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupa naret atamakcha. Tahupo boteño go jucho picha, gwem taba ni sochu, norotoga proto lala shishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo.
observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Gole rosodish. Ranta kras mobas.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think. Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system. No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the Exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of. Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad. All right then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you. Well, that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the Exchange, or someone willing to talk, none of which are too appealing. Bounty hunters in the Exchange are going to want to shoot you, and someone who is willing to talk to anyone, which means trouble.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts. All that matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
Forgive me, but these bounty hunters pose a threat to her. Their persistence is unusual, and if they're not stopped, one of them may prove lucky.
I agree. They're nothing more than a distraction. But even a distraction may prove fatal at a critical moment. We must protect her.
If you are so certain of your path, then do what you will. It makes no difference.
It's up to you. There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for a credit or two.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult, but this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible. And just being here should be enough. People in the refugee sector don't tend to ask too many questions. We should be safe enough. There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile. Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad! Yeah? Well, it's the first I've heard of it. Tell you what, let me check it out. If you're cleared, then you're clear. No trouble. Never mind. It's not worth the trouble. I gotta tell you, though, I got another one of your ships docking here within an hour. I'm not sure what to tell them.
Just say the word.
No! Look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in. More where that came from.
Just say the word.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure. Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately. The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it. You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few credits, friend? All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know. This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up. That's two names for one thing. It's difficult to tell in the crossfire, and the Sith were led by Jedi. In the end, it didn't make much difference. A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and once here, it's hard to move on. Even fighter pilots from the war can't get work at the docks. The freighter crews are full up. There's no work here and no way out, unless you want to become a hired muscle for the Exchange, or work in a Hutt slave camp. Jedi Master? There aren't any Jedi Masters in the galaxy, let alone on Nar Shaddaa. This place is a cesspit, with the Exchange and the Hutts stabbing their claws into everything. But you know, I did hear something about a bounty on Jedi, though. Something the Exchange posted. Doesn't matter, though. Aren't any more Jedi around, so no one's going to be collecting that bounty. You're lying. You're mad. A Jedi wouldn't come to the... You're serious? You're telling the truth. What are you doing here? Are you trying to get us out of this place? Please, you have no idea what life is like here. Of course. Of course. Tell me, what else did he want to know, Jedi? Not much to say, except it's a high price. You need to find a bounty hunter to get more, and they've been pretty scarce lately. You might have more luck trying to find someone connected to the Exchange. And I don't mean some spaceport muscle, I mean someone connected. Well, they tend to lay low. To be honest, it's like with bounty hunters. You may need to do something to get their attention. Look, Jedi, before you go, I know you probably didn't come here to save us, but I knew Jedi during the war, and I know that they always helped when they could. If I can help you, even just by keeping an ear out, I can let you know if I hear anything. I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need? Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands. And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another? The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist. Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
And what did she want?
Nothing. Just answers to some questions.
It's okay. I already know she's a Jedi.
You do? Then why?
Trust me, Nar Shaddaa just got complicated.
What's going on?
Gerektara cemense bingar urukutudo unde chuchamataso benkish manensitsi. Fela dibono ta munikranaktada. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinto ron kavrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senesenten. Charanana gundoso remine che l'orakto guru kattada. Fiore pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu de bikarana cenirara.
Sullistan's hearing's pretty sharp, if you couldn't guess from the lobes.
Va te vaca reware, sumukun cere nurigrom. Mune dere riba con doso. Barinkeshka bunsa telanzomenta tasa. Der interrunto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsadarane gra dall'onuta choloren. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru kattada. Fiaratore padano ringatel camarada telefibu nubu da bitarana chenirara.
Big Ears here might know someone who can change the Ebon Hawk's ID signature. Could be useful for avoiding notice.
Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinturun kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere sene senten. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinturun kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere sene senten. Der rinturun to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsadarane gra dall'onuta choloren. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru kattada. Fiaratore padano ringatel camarada telefibu nubu da bitarana chenirara. Ona jun sene sensen drawice canel commercio telefibu nalot. Dosentorinteri. Gelere sonto cenig rexi contunso des jun caratata. Der interrunto wakare kwe wapater tanan chingaradana. Ferrar padano ringtada nel camera telefibu nubu dat. Dosene caramala blur incidera mel rebebe cincin cranactada.
Just say the word.
Graci ubaci kompadwana muska na boska wamba. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Bornaci ninso pomaranka wongo kumbiaste, tonga buga shama zanini chonkai chitera ritsa sabata. Dovrei kun milivuosa slima pogwanga samoana mucha. Muliurawa iberendia tia wishnu nunga se, utati gramata mandrakotu sa minarinkadin. Bornaci ninso. Tiumpe, dove punta crita zino muleranni bono. Chirit kurangata ingkung tangga wai kere rotawa yatu kauluan. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua uluan jiuma. Nino ba pinkone yaka, chuba picha, tuna yuma mochinawa. Tawinti ni ja biasta malavari, iglati ta poi. Tong hite mosi jochia yumba litawa e bawa tone ruta. Moloda nawinki sa toma no kamarundisi makaranti. Tarachomo sincho cavavolpa muligi kumanaminta barawamba michedos.
Malampas tarawando krimogawan. Kurmaka trakta vashambash. Jorogo komoshi. Juto monshi dakajim. Jona yorturanga chi wi ita. Vamos limo podama wanga kun. Bis mula rabest. Bani suko kram. Joka mata storch ban locha. Jun soba me rapa, no kuma randisa mak chiksa, kucha bak tong kinka mata kata, chopa wanga kun not kat yutka kes. Moga chi nota harempe wanachi, drum papa nakares magre, kavadumpa ku papa yi mokata, yuzuta monorcha das, noma inso dizuka. Da hupo botenyo go jucho picha, gwem taba ni sochu, norotoga proto lala shishi, juba dosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo. Takam tuchis miku mogo graba, kichichul ida hodonga, mi paden, tuning tachu kun ni best, kavadumba ku. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa javaskobo subjob rijisokar. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjog, rigiso karvenoxo, mochitosa sagrindeyo. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjog, rigiso karvenoxo, mochitosa sagrindeyo.
Sunaranga machochane, dota lutu. Padu krem so chiche no, chi wendido, dron tite yoba, morata gomana, kova chokchi, moskali, miki mokba moka.
Donina chiwa, kota wins, vorka no shawatama. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjog. Rigiso karvenoxo, mochitosa sagrindeyo. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjog. Rigiso karvenoxo, mochitosa sagrindeyo. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjog. Rigiso karvenoxo, mochitosa sagrindeyo. Drabinuka soba mamarma, dancha nek mamamba kranta mepalen, misuko chanira mosa fan rosota jus lamakiko davmaran, yutifo dirimako ninaras. Kawanabota atagwa kanka dira, yutaka alwanji umaliba, tues mahawika si wawanta mo go ika wansoba, wakama nurawa. Jowana masaranka ma ramazurata, Keso jus grita lorsa, yumacha foeko mikojira. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjog, rigiso karvenoxo, mochitosa sagrindeyo. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo sabjog, rigiso karvenoxo, mochitosa sagrindeyo.
Doso ranwi no chabi, du rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Donos emaragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata. Boka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi, du rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Donos emaragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata.
Dorota sinta winoto, putemali lichuna jichisca, un corda saboraco. Crimso chi mapo hirembi cachapas pato, kruta mawi, tonapa makaret. Me poga rifti noso me mas tolo, yokolopoi, tuana muki.
Osmanfu ni wado de kuta maasapa. Tong hitwamaji. Yumaliba to ato into tune.
Donichi ramagrinzo mos rapana. Rakacho mot ni choran. Kuno konasa. Insoranaka megunsoji. Nekchi una bola monchi wataton. Sobodono bisel chamaka. Osmanfu ni wado de kuta maasapa. Tong hitwamaji. Yumaliba to ato into tune. Poso mabri tushniki tuk pamba. Bora. Kino morira nibonon. Kin un patno koktek. Dok ini kemarin zuni inas di John Blau en somas. Tong abau shan uni nong.
Teruhuta, chinking, manini bobo ni donjo. Chiret kurangata ingkung tanggawai kerego tawa. Yatu kauluan. Kavatumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kavatumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Darak krono king bolotonga chopa chavwa genrut.
I hear you.
Botenia go jucho picha, Gwem tabani sochu, Norotoga proto lala shishi, Jubadosa jibacha, Ratak mansan, Tokosha na chitolo, Kavadumpe masuraku, Popayi botenia, Tachimorota kamsa, Javaskobo subjob, Rigiso carvenoxo, Mochitosa sagrindeyo.
Just say the word.
The bounty hunters have been laying low recently, like they're waiting for something.
Please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have. Oh, look! Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient.
Jedi Code is still alive and well. If you say so, I'm not sure I believe it. There's a lot of people who need help in the galaxy. If we stop to help each one, the Sith are going to be on us faster than anything. Let's just accomplish our mission first, then worry about everyone else. Just say the word.
Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear about this, they'll come back a dozen strong and tear you limb from limb. All right. What'd you want to know? Jedi Master? Are you crazy? There aren't any more Jedi running around, let alone Masters. But you're serious, aren't you? All right, well, look. If I were a Jedi, I'd be where I could help people. As for where that happens on Nar Shaddaa, I have no idea. The bounty hunters don't have any one place where they stick around. Best thing I can tell you is if you want to find one, get a bounty on your head and then wait. Are you serious? All right. I must be doing something right for you to come along and bail me out like you did.
Let's not make this a habit. I don't want your good nature rubbing off on me.
My life